Another massive breach of sensitive personal data. This time, Anthem Health Insurance hacked. Up to 80 million customers' personal information could be at risk. Anthem, the parent company of Blue Cross Blue Shield, has already notified customers. Hello, I'm Michelle Franzen in New York. The hacking of those 80 million accounts could make it the third largest data breach of all time. This according to USA Today. ABC News' Karen Travers has more.
It's one of the nation's biggest health insurers, and today Anthem is scrambling to contain a massive security breach. The personal information of tens of millions of customers and employees, even Anthem's CEO, compromised.
These high-profile breaches are the most severe of what has become common occurrence in our digital society.
Anthem said it was a very sophisticated external cyber attack, the hackers gaining access to the company's IT system. The insurance giant confirmed that hackers stole birthdays, social security numbers, home addresses, and employment information, all things that can be used for identity theft. The company said there's no evidence that any credit card or medical information, such as insurance claims or test results, was compromised. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News that hackers often sell stolen information to criminals on the black market, where there's a huge underground demand. Experts say customers should be on high alert for any signs of fraudulent activity and work with credit monitoring companies to make sure their information isn't compromised. Anthem said affected customers will be contacted about free credit monitoring and ID protection services. Next week, the White House will hold a cybersecurity summit, bringing together key leaders in government and the private sector.
We've got to stay ahead of those who are trying to do us harm.
Anthem says it's working with federal investigators to figure out who was responsible for this attack. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Thanks, Karen. I want to bring in ABC News' Pierre Thomas now for more. Give us an idea, how concerned should Anthem customers be here, Pierre?
Well, as you heard in the piece, names, dates of birth, social security number, information about employment, your home address, all that is included in the type of information that was hacked. So this allows criminals to assume your identity. So my law enforcement sources say the people at Anthem should be deeply concerned.
And this isn't as simple as just changing your credit card that may have been compromised here. What you said was that the identity theft is at risk here. Is there any indication how the hackers entered Anthem's system?
Well, the FBI is working on this case, and it's early in the investigation, and it takes months, sometimes years, to unwind these trails in cyberspace, if you will, because the hackers, if they're sophisticated, and Anthem said this was a sophisticated attack, these hackers are often very good at covering their trails, so we won't know for some time the details of who did it and precisely how they accomplished this massive, massive hack.
And this is one of the big insurance companies. Tell us who else might be affected here. Also, the government, a big customer of Anthem, correct?
Well, everything, all ties connected to this database will have to be examined. And I can tell you this investigation is not anywhere near being complete, so all the above will get looked at.
And is Anthem offering customers any assistance in dealing with this potential identity theft beyond monitoring?
Well, the main thing they can do is, again, monitor for fraudulent charges, also to give the customer some heads up if there's any kind of illegal financial activity. But this is going to be something that these customers will likely be dealing with in the long-term future. Again, when someone has your social security number, your date of birth, there's all kinds of bad things they can try to do.
And Pierre, is it typical for the FBI to be involved in any hacking case, or does it have to be big enough for them to get involved?
Now, when you're talking about major corporations, Home Depot, Target, all those cases, FBI, Secret Service, they typically do get involved because of the massive numbers that are involved in these cases.
All right, ABC News' Pierre Thomas, thanks for joining us. You can keep up with this story in real time by downloading the ABC News app and starring this story for exclusive updates on the go. For now, I'm Michelle Franzen in New York.